So I saw one of these articles over there on CBS Sports about 3 landing spots for Kirk Cousins. So I was like, all right, let me read these dumb
CBS,
locations.
Fox, ABC.
So now that Cleveland's seemingly off the board, it's like, okay, where is Kirk potentially going to go?
They're not going to sign 4 veteran quarterbacks.
I wouldn't think so, right? So CBS projected maybe it's the Vikings, a homecoming with Kirk and the Vikings. He could go back to Minnesota. Okay. Then there was a Kirk could end up in Pittsburgh if things don't work out for Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, all right, there's 2 of them. I'm on board, I guess. So now we've got 2 spots, and I'm thinking you're going to find a third, and they were like, yeah, the Saints. If Derek Carr's shoulder injury is something, wouldn't that be the ultimate turn that the Saints and Kirk Cousins? All right, I'll save you guys the space of writing these articles. As long as Kirk isn't a free agent, he's not going anywhere. This is pretty clear. You've got a stalemate here. I've got Kirk telling the Falcons, listen, I'm in control. I decide where you trade me. Then I got the billionaire owner looking at Kirk going, the hell you are. You're a part of our roster. We won't trade you at all if we think you're the best option to be the backup. So as long as Kirk is under contract, just do the math here. $27.5 million. The Falcons are if they're going to trade Kirk, somebody's going to say to them, you got to pick up $23 million. Then the Falcons still have to find a backup, and a backup's going to cost you $3 or $4 million. So essentially, it's a wash when it comes to the money. At the same time, why would a team want to give up a draft asset for Kirk Cousins when you can get similar type players on the market? That's just kind of the way things look right now. So I don't think there's any chance that Kirk gets traded at this point. I think that ship sunk. I think this. I was so nervous about this through the first weeks of free agency. I thought they were both playing a dangerous game. He'll be the backup. He'll be real expensive. And at least you'll have a dependable backup. And we'll have to have the Kirk distraction all year. That's 100% where I am. There are no landing spots for Kirk in a trade. It's not happening.
I think when Kirk not even showed his cards, everyone knew what both sides wanted. I mean, everybody knew that. So when he showed his cards, actually when he blinked a little bit, when he approached them first, Arthur can have a meeting, and Arthur's like, sure. I think from the Falcon standpoint, they viewed that as a meeting to put Kirk in his place.
Agreed.
And at that point, I thought this had happened. It went from the Falcons worrying about what's right to worrying about who's right. And they decided to be in charge. And they decided to, punish Kirk, whatever it was. And Kirk was like, I will humble myself. I just want to start. Can we work something out? Hell no, we're going to do what's best for us. Then you did the opposite. What's best for you wasn't paying the additional $10 million. It really wasn't. That's what you're paying Leonard Floyd.
Can I give you one little wrinkle that could come out of left field? Like I said, I don't think they're trading him. I hope to be wrong. I'd love to see them get something, blah, blah, blah.
And the draft pick.
Okay. How about the Dolphins situation? Is there any scenario where the Dolphins who are trying to move Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen is already guaranteed $25 million, but the Dolphins paid 4 of that in a bonus, meaning whoever picks him up, it's $21 million. And gosh knows they need a dependable backup when Tua goes down. I mean, he's a concussion away from the next time missing several games. So it would have to be Kirk waiving his no trade and understanding I am no longer a starter in this league, but I get to go to Miami. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to play. Tua's banged up pretty much every year, so I will have an opportunity.
And I get away from the Falcons.
Right, so there's a lot of that. If you're the Falcons, well, Jalen Ramsey played for Raheem. Remember, Jalen's the one who's like, not a better coach in the league to play for. That's the guy I'd want to play for if I had any chance. Jalen could come in here. There's rumors that Raheem liked the idea of moving Jalen to safety as his career started to evolve.
$21 million. They're going to have, what will they have, $44 million a year in safeties?
Would you rather have it in 27 at a backup quarterback? Or would you rather have a starter?
God, this roster is so effed up. Their top 4 players, their top 4 highest paid players would be 2 safeties, a guard, and...
Not the backup quarterback, though.
Jake Matthews, a tackle.
Okay. I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons here.
That's not what a real roster looks like in the league. 2 safeties and a guard.
Listen.
Damn nation. Why did my parents move here when we were 7? Why here?
Well, they had a choice. They moved here. I was born here. I didn't have a choice in the matter. I popped out, and here I am.
No, I'm sorry. Why did the Rankin Smith bid get the ownership rights in 66? Like, it could have all been different. Like, wasn't there a Rooney cousin that applied or something? It could have all been different for everyone.
Well, it's not. Here's where we are. We can't go back, Doc Brown, getting the time machine.
That would be so nice, Matt, to bring that up. That's, you know what that is? That's a hit off a narcotic pipe for a Falcons fan. You think about the possibilities, and it could have been different every day of my life.
How great if you gave just a person, not a fan. Like, listen, you can do one thing if I give you this time machine, go back and change it.
I want the Roonies.
You'd have the Falcon fan going, yeah, we'd take the Steelers. That would be do you want a world peace? Would you like to, eradicate disease? No, I'd like a better football team. That's where we are. We just have to own it.